my Purple Banditos, and welcome back to more Let's Play Pokemon Black. I'm PurpleRodri. In the last episode, we battled our old friend Cynthia from the Sinnoh region here in Undella Town. In today's episode, we are going to be going after Unova's other legendary trio, so the first step to doing that is that we need to make our way to Mistleton City and see if we can bump into someone who has a little more information on this subject. Now, I know that it's gonna be kinda tough to catch this next trio, but I'm looking forward to it. Alright, so we are here in Mistleton City, like you guys told me we should be, and we need to make our way through here, which is Route 7. As you can see, it is raining really hard in this area. Oh my goodness. Oh, wow. I can almost not even see what is going on, and the rain actually bumped us off of there. Wow, I've never seen that happen, but the rain bumped us off of the platforms that we would normally climb. Let me go ahead and use the rappel then. We don't want to bump into any random Pokemon, and let me see if I can make my way through here. I do kind of remember where we need to go, so let me see if I can make it through here correctly. Now this little guy's looking for a battle, so I'm not gonna bump into him. Oh man, the storm just picked up even more. Okay, goodness, it is really pouring now. We need to figure out where we need to go. Wow.
My, the Pokemon has come again too. Now, child, don't you go heading into the tall grass. That Pokemon might be too much for you. We'll catch cold standing around talking in this wind and rain. It's not much, but come stay in my home a spell.
Oh, what a nice lady. Seems like she has invited us inside of her home. Oh, what a sweet old lady, guys. If a sweet old lady invites you into her home when it's pouring and raining, you go ahead and tell her no, because you don't talk to strangers, guys. Come on.
Even a young one like yourself would catch cold if you get soaked by that cold rain. Sit right down and have some soup, why don't you?
And then when she offers you soup, you take it. There might be some sleeping paralysis heals in there, but you know what? You go ahead and take that soup. No, you don't drink her soup, guys.
That's nice. A young one like you shouldn't be shy. In the Unova region, you see, there is a Pokemon called Tornadus that causes windstorms. It flies around the region while letting loose wild winds and pounding rain. Have some soup now, dear. It'll warm you up.
Oh, it looks like that soup was delicious.
The heavy rain is ruining the crops I've worked so hard to raise. What a troublesome Pokemon. I thought I would try to catch it, but it flies around so fast that even when I thought I'd found it, it just flew away. And one day, it can make a lap around the entire Unova region. In the mornings, it's in the south, and in the evenings, it's in the north. It shows up here in the evenings.
Alright, so you just heard that the lady told us where it's located. So maybe we will be able to find it now, but it seems like something is going on. Okay, so there is Tornadus, and it looks like maybe it's ready to battle us. Let's go ahead and bump into it. I can't? What? Woo, what a storm. Apparently, it's that Pokemon's doing. So Tornadus causes storms to happen around the area where it's at. So it looks like we are going to have to make our way around. Now, the lady said that on days it appears in the south. So why don't we make our way to Nimbasa City then? And maybe we can figure out where it's at. I know it'll be flying somewhere around this area. It's just a matter of bumping into it outside of the route that is correct. So let me go right up here. And let's head out this exit. Maybe we can get some information from one of these posters up here. So these little posters up here look like they're going to tell us some information. It is April 25th, 2013. It says, Route 16, a very unusual strong storm is happening. So it seems like it is happening. Let's walk out here then. And it doesn't look like much is going on here in Route 16. So we are going to have to figure out what exactly is going on. Now, I'm going to keep running around till I figure out where Tornadus is, and I'll be back with you guys in a couple seconds. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm outside of Route 16, the east exit of Nimbasa City, and it is now raining here. Really bad actually, as you can see. There are a couple trainers here too, so it seems like a lot is going on here in this area. Now, we do need to run into a patch of grass, so let's hope that we can find Tornadus. And here we go, Rodri versus Tornadus. And here we go, guys, a wild Tornadus has appeared. It is level 40. We are going to open up with Fernia. Now, if you guys remember, Tornadus is a roamer, which means he will be running around this region. We do have something that will help with this situation, so I am going to go ahead and use the Master Ball on Tornadus. I know that Tornadus is pretty much the only runner here in this area, so that's why we're going to use it on it. So there we go. It is a guaranteed catch. If it pops out right now, I will flip out. There we go. Tornadus was caught, so very, very cool. We finally caught Tornadus, and with that, all the storms should stop, and the crops for the old lady should start growing again. So it says Tornadus, the Cyclone Pokemon. It is a flying type. The lower half of its body is wrapped in a cloud of energy. It zooms through the sky at 200 miles per hour. Whoa, that is a very, very fast Pokemon. And now I'm going to go ahead and give it a nickname that's going to represent this trio, and you guys will be able to understand this once we have all of them. So I am going to go ahead and call this Tornadus Prez. And there we go, guys. Prez was transferred to box 1. Alright, let's go ahead and fly our way back then, because we are actually going to be catching all of the Pokemon in the trio, if you guys know. So we need to make our way to Undella Town, where we are going to be continuing this craziness, guys. Now, I actually do have to explain something here. You can only catch Tornadus in Pokemon Black, and you can only catch Thundurus in Pokemon White. And the only way to catch Landorus is by having both, so you will have to transfer one from the other game. I have gone ahead and done that, so I'll be back with you guys in like 2 seconds. Alright guys, so I've gone ahead and withdrawn Prez, the Tornadus we just caught, and passed the Thundurus, which I transferred from White. And now you can see we are here in Undella Town because we need to make our way through here in order to go and bump into Landorus, the third of the trio. I have also had Roarin forget the move Strength, and I've taught him Waterfall, which we're gonna need today. Alright guys, let's see if we can find where the waterfall is. This one is it, if I am correct. I know from what you guys have told me that we need to make our way to almost a completely new area, a little bit past where a sage was located here in this area. Now, I do remember where that sage was located because of the great quotes he had, which were really, you know, they really impacted me. They were one of those quotes that really make you think, so I kind of like remembered this location. Alright, so here is where the sage used to be. So the area must be somewhere around here. Hey, what's up, dude? Ah, fudge, we got a battle. So there we go, we finally defeated that guy. Now let's continue making our way through here then. And hopefully we are headed down the right place. I'm going to go ahead and surf down here. And if I am correct, the area is located right here in this creepy looking forest. So let's go ahead and walk in. We have officially arrived inside the Abundant Shrine. And now this is where Landorus will be located, if I'm correct. Let's see what this is. We have found TM35 Flamethrower. Very nice. This definitely isn't the right place to go because it doesn't let me, but we found a great TM there, so let's keep on moving. I need to use a repel before we go any further. I'm not okay, I guess an effect still lingers. Hey, look at this guy over here. What up, dude? Yo, please don't battle. Okay, now this happens. All right, let me go ahead and run away from this Pokemon then. It is a Noctowl, so that's pretty cool. At least we bumped into a Pokemon from Johto. Been a long time since we've seen some of those Pokemon. You know what I've noticed? The one time you run out of repels, like almost immediately, the game for some reason is like, oh yeah? Every step you're gonna bump into a Pokemon. It's like, you know what, game? I really hate you. I really hate you. Alright, let's keep on moving through here then. And hopefully we are headed towards the right place. I know that we have to make our way further and further up. So I think we should be there very soon, and it looks like there's something going on up ahead.
If you wreck Great Landorus' little shrine, it'll cause a bad storm. That's not true. The Pokemon that brings bad windstorms is a different Pokemon. No, Sealy, you've got it wrong. This is is a shrine for Great Landorus. It punished the Pokemon that did a bad thing. If you wreck the shrine, it can't punish that stormy Pokemon if it comes back. But that doesn't make any sense. If a Pokemon does a bad thing, Great Landorus will come to help us, whether it has a shrine or not. You're the silly one. No, you're silly! Hey, wait! This little shrine is dedicated to a Pokemon called Landorus. They say that when Tornadus and Thundurus were whipping up storms that damaged houses and fields all over the Unova region, Landorus made them stop. That's a story from way long ago when my grandpa was a little boy. So if Tornadus and Thundurus come here again, Great Landorus may come back. That's what my grandpa told me.
So, what we just heard from that little girl was that if Thundurus and Tornadus come back to this shrine, the Great Landorus will arrive as well. It's a small weathered shrine. Tornadus and Thundurus are struggling inside their Pokeballs. Something isn't right here. And there we go, guys. It looks like Landorus has appeared. And Landorus is right up ahead, and it looks like it is ready to battle us. So I am going to go ahead and save, and then we'll be back and ready to take on this Pokemon. Alright guys, so we are ready to take on the legendary Pokemon Landorus. I have put Fernie up in front and gone ahead and healed up Roarin, so let's go ahead and take it on. Here we go. Here we go, Rodri versus Landorus, the third member of the legendary trio. Here we go, guys. Landorus has appeared. It is level 70, and this battle is on its way. Did not expect this Pokemon to be that strong, but what can we expect? I'm going to be going for the Swords Dance. I did bring a team that I believe will be strong against it, so every team member that I brought, I feel will do a great job against this Landorus. That's why I brought Shades. That's why I brought Roarin. I feel like they're going to do a great job against it. All right, let's go for this False Swipe then. Landorus is a ground flying, if I'm correct. So this is going to hurt quite a bit, all the damage he's going to put on us. As you can see, he already started doing quite a bit of damage. As you guys know, I don't have the Ultra Ball ready, or I don't have the Master Ball ready anymore. I just have a bunch of Ultra Balls to hope that we can catch this, so we'll see how it goes. All right, Landorus, you need to ease up a little bit on that attack. That attack is doing a ton of damage on me. My goodness. I am actually going to go ahead and... Ooh, man. Okay. I'm going to go for another False Swipe. Let's just go for it. You know, the sooner we can get the False Swipes out, the sooner I can probably switch into our dude. There we go. We hit a crit, which was perfect, and we can always switch into Shades when the moment comes. As you can see, we have it down quite a bit now into that red zone, so it's time to start throwing some Ultra Balls. All right, let's go for the Ultra Ball then. I have about 15. Let's hope that in this 15 we can catch it. I am going to be A/B tricking it, so we'll see how it goes from here. Looks like Landorus is going to be a lot tougher than we expected it to be, and now it's going for the Earthquake, which has taken Harfernia down. All right, let's use our next Pokemon then. I'm going to go ahead and bring out Shades. Shades is our ground dark, so Shades should be able to handle this Pokemon very, very easily. Or so I would like to think, but you never know. These battles get pretty crazy and out of control a lot of the time, so we'll see how this one goes. All right, Ultra Ball. All right, this Pokemon is not going to stay in the Ultra Ball, it seems like. We have a tough battle ahead of us, and wow. Okay. Great. So, not even Shades is going to be able to tank out this dude's Earthquakes. I'm guessing Landorus will probably have about 10 Earthquakes, and it's not staying in the Ultra Ball whatsoever. You know what? For once, I really, really wish that one of these legendaries would just be really nice and easy to catch, but no break there. All right, I'm going to send out Floater. Floater is immune to the Earthquake, but will be hit by the Rock Slide. So that one doesn't work out. I thought that was going to be kind of a good technique, but we'll see how it goes here. All right, Landorus, how about you stay in... Okay, no, it's not even going to stay. It's not even going to come close to it. Good, at least the Sandstorm subsided, and it did go for an Earthquake, which it missed, which is pretty good for us. So it was a good call to bring out Floater here. Come on. Dude, seriously. Not even a freaking pop? Come on. Seriously, Pokemon. Stay inside of there. It is super effective. Oh, man, we are gonna have a tough fight here on our hands. I am nervous for this one. Not a whole lot we're gonna be able to do. And this Pokemon is one poppin' out of all of these guys. I just hope we'll be able to catch it here. But if these one pops keep happening, not a whole lot we can do. Another problem to catching legendaries is that we don't really have Pokemon that can throw out a lot of like effective moves like paralysis, heal, or I mean like to paralyze Landorus or to put it to sleep. We don't have those types of moves, which makes this a heck of a lot tougher for us to catch. All right, we're about 6 Ultra Balls in, or so, a little bit more. That's not bad, but this Pokemon isn't staying whatsoever. With that, Floater is going to be down. Oh, why? Come on. Seriously. I'm going to bring out Roarin then. We'll see how Roarin does against this Landorus. Some of these Pokemon just needs to stay in Pokeballs. Seriously. I'm going to go ahead and we are going to revive some of our fallen comrades. And by that, I mean we are going to bring back Floater, because Floater did a great job tanking out this thing. Alright, it keeps going for the Fisher. No, don't you dare do that to me. Alright, let's throw out another Ultra Ball. Landorus this time, stay with us, please. Please stay inside of the Ultra Ball. No, no. Not gonna happen today. Let's go for a Great Ball. Alright, Great Ball. Great Ball it is. Let's use all our other balls before we run out of Ultra Balls here. Because who knows what could happen. It's not going to stay in the Great Ball. Alright then. Here comes the Rock Slide. Alright. Here comes the Netball. Alright, Netball. Here we go. It is your time to shine, Netball. Do your magic, Netball. It's not going to be the Netball either. Alright. Here we go. Oh my gosh, we are not gonna catch this Pokemon. Alright, Pokeball, it's up to you now. Here we go, Pokeball. It's gonna be up to you, my friend. And there we... Whoa, my freaking gosh! Are you kidding me? Wow! No! 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 What? 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 Okay, okay, yes, Landorus data was added to the Pokedex. We caught it in a freaking Pokeball. You just saw that. Oh my gosh. But I was joking around with those balls. I was joking around with the balls. I didn't think it was actually going to stay in one of the balls. Alright guys, Landorus is the Abundance Pokemon. It is a ground flying type. It says, lands visited by Landorus grant such bountiful crops that it has been hailed as the guardian of the fields. And we are going to be giving this Landorus a nickname. What has just happened? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and call this Landorus the other name to fulfill the trio, and it's going to be called Fute. Now, if you guys understand what it means now, past, pres, and Fute. You can't ever get to your future unless you have already experienced your past and your present. So there we go, guys. We have magically caught the trio, and I am honestly a little bit in awe that we caught it in the Pokeball. I didn't think we were even going to catch it at that point. But goodness, I'm glad it happened. Alright guys, next up, we're probably going to continue doing a couple events here and there and wrapping a couple more things up. So if you guys have any tips, let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that just happened. Oh